Hello everyone. This is a 7-round mock draft for the Arizona Cardinals using PFF's mock draft simulator. I'm going to try and make this one short and sweet. I've made a couple of videos now and I tend to go on and on and on a bit, so I'm going to try and keep this one much shorter. Here I take Henry Ruggs, wide receiver, Alabama, with the 11th pick overall. I traded back with the New York Jets. From 8, went back to 11. Why did I take Ruggs here? I think he's tremendous value. I think very highly of wide receivers in the same regard that PFF does. I think it's an extremely important position. It really helps your quarterback a ton. If you do have a quarterback, if you do have that guy, which the Cardinals do with Kyler Murray now, wide receiver is the most important position to help the quarterback. Tackles are really important as well. So I guess I can't say most important, but tackles are really important. Wide receivers are really important as well. I just feel like, and I could take, I forget if Tristan Wirfs was available, or Andrew Thomas, Josh Jones. I forget if they were available there or not, but I wanted to take Ruggs. I felt like I could get another tackle that'd be at least solid later in the draft. There's a ton of wide receiver depth in this draft, but there's not a ton of players that play like Henry Ruggs. He gives them a really dynamic option, and especially because they already have DeAndre Hopkins. So you pair Hopkins with Ruggs and that plethora of other wide receiving options that they have, they're going to be explosive. They're going to be very explosive offensively. So moving on, pick number 72, I took Ben Bartch, offensive tackle, St. John's, Division III school, football program. Cardinals need offensive line help. He was the best offensive line prospect here. I think it's decent / solid value to get him with the 72nd pick. He's not a top 50 prospect in my mind. It's just too many question marks with a Division III player. He could be really, really good. He could be doo-doo buckets or something. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be doo-doo buckets, but I can't guarantee that. Anyway, I think he's the best tackle prospect available here. I think 72 is really solid value, essentially. I don't even know. He could get picked higher than this. I'm not sure. He could go higher. Anyway, 79, it's the pick that we picked up from the New York Jets. Took Damian Lewis, guard, LSU. Yeah. I forget. I've done about 50 or 60 or 70 mock drafts in the past 3 or 4 days. So I don't remember exactly why I took Damian Lewis as opposed to a different player here. My best guess is that there wasn't anyone who I really loved. And so I just decided to get more offensive line help for the Cardinals because they can use it. And I really like Damian Lewis, so yeah, he's about the prospect. I haven't watched a ton of tape on him. He looks quite powerful. His pass pro might be. Actually, I can't comment about his pass pro. He's a strong, powerful, pretty good balance, I believe, as well. So I like him as a guard prospect. I think he's Or what I mean is 79 is not great value to be taking a guard here, especially in this draft, but I think he's one of the better ones, and you need offensive tackle. Can't talk today, excuse me. You need offensive line help if you're the Cardinals. I don't love it. I don't hate the pick. So there it is. Next one, 114, Kayvon Wallace. They have him listed as cornerback. That's accurate. Anyway, he's out of University of Clemson. I really like this player quite a bit, especially anywhere in the 80 to 120 range. I think I feel very confident he's going to, if picked in that range, he's going to outperform that draft position. As a slot cornerback, he plays very well. He is not a good safety, though. His Ohio State game, specifically, I know I watched that and at least one or two others. Whenever he's in like the too high look, and he's either too high look or single high, I forget exactly which one Clemson was running, but anytime he lined up as kind of back 20 yards off the line of scrimmage as a deep middle safety, it didn't end well. He was not, in my opinion, grading very well. He was not doing well. But if he was playing maybe about 5 to 10 yards off, playing in the slot, playing almost kind of in the box, I call it like the overhang role. It's where it's a safety, quote unquote safety type player that's kind of in and around the box, not playing near the line of scrimmage, back a little bit. And it's almost like, to me, like an overhang role. The guy is exceptional. He's really, really good in that role. So if the Cardinals use him like that, he will be a plus player for them. He'll be, at minimum, an average player, I really strongly feel. If they decide to use him as a single high safety, he's going to be doo-doo butter. I don't know why I like the word doo-doo so much, but I keep saying it. Anyway, yeah. So, Wallace, play him in the right fucking position, you dumb fucking defensive coordinators. Sorry. Apologize for that. Moving on, 131, I got Michael Ojemudia, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Cornerback, University of Iowa. He's, to me, I don't love his tape, but that's why I'm taking him at 131. I think his tape is very average. I don't know how he graded by PFF standards. I think that's around the range that I see him. I don't know if he's more of a 150 or 170 guy or he's closer to 100. I don't remember that off the top of my head. His measurables are pretty solid. He's a little taller with, I think, decent arm length and decent height, like a 6-foot corner. Cardinals need more corner help because Byron Murphy shit the bed last year and did not play very well. I thought Byron Murphy was going to be very good, and he was the opposite of that, unfortunately. So Cardinals still need corner help. Line and corner. Line and secondary. Offensive line and secondary. Wow, I repeated that like 4 times. I apologize. That's what they need. So that's what I'm trying to give them in this draft. 202, Kenny Robinson Jr. from the St. Louis Battlehawks or West Virginia University 2 years ago. Some people are more down on him because they're like, well, he quit university to go play for the XFL. That calls into some character question marks for them. Not to me. No. Like, the dude walked away from university and went go get a little Little money in the XFL. That doesn't really bother me at all. At all. Tape-wise, dude is, he's a 6'2", 200-pound, like a 4'5", something like that. He's pretty fucking fast, put it that way. He covers ground, and he's taller. So I don't want to make these kind of comparisons because the chance of this turning out are, how do I say, very slim. But he reminds me kind of, in ways, not everything, of Earl Thomas-ish. Like, he's got that single high, free safety capability, kind of like Malik Hooker a couple years ago was the best single high free safety type. I think Kenny Robinson Jr., this guy right here, in this draft, Delpit might be a little better of a prospect in that way, but maybe not. Delpit's instincts might be better. Not sure. But Robinson is a real big wild card. I watched his game 2 years ago versus Kyler Murray in Oklahoma. Picked Murray off in the end zone. Go look it up. Picked him off in the end zone and then proceeds to have a shitty play like right after. Like, I really like this guy a ton, but I can really see him kind of not busting out, but not living up to what I think he'll become. It was consistently inconsistency from him. One play, fucking completely whiffs, misses a guy, and the guy runs for a touchdown. Because he's playing single high, free, and he's the last guy available, or he's the last guy to make a tackle on the guy in the open field 20 yards down. Misses the guy, and the running back gets a touchdown because of that. Then the next play, he just comes up, makes kind of like a Darnell Savage kind of play, just fucking zooms up and tackles the fucker. Next play, misses another fucking tackle, and the guy gains an extra 10 to 20 yards. Next play, makes an interception. Next play, does something good. Good, bad, good, bad, good. Like, that was completely that Oklahoma game. I couldn't find any other tape of him except for the highlights from the St. Louis Battlehawks XFL games. Highlights are not going to show you much. So with all that, if that guy has a good head on him and he's a good worker, he's going to, if he goes anywhere in the 200 range, he's going to be the fucking steal of the draft. His potential is much higher, and his production was pretty good. He just needs to. Basically, he's like Grant Delpit on steroids when it comes to fucking missed tackles. The dude just fucking, like, it's amazing. Like, you watch him and he's boom, nails the guy. Next time, just nothing, misses. and because of where he's playing, him missing tackles really fucking gives up a lot of fucking yards then. So, not good. I don't know. Usually I like players that tackle a ton. Him, I don't know. Anyway, the point is that at 202, the Cardinals don't have a single high free safety guy, like a 25% of Earl Thomas kind of guy. Well, more like 50%, but anyway. They don't have that kind of player. If the defensive coordinator really needs that, if he runs that coverage scheme, take this guy at 202 and you will be happy. You'll be very happy. Okay, that's enough about him. Last one, pick number 222. I have Alton Robinson, edge player, University of Syracuse. Or Syracuse University. Not sure which one. Anyway, first time I watched his tape, I was like, wow, this guy, he was popping. And I'm like, why isn't he ranked higher? Because Basically, he's ranked no higher than about 125 or 150 on anyone's boards that I've seen. And then I watched tape again because I'm like, well, first impressions have often been wrong for me. Let's look again. Oh, yeah. He's not nearly as good as he looked the first time I watched him. What the fuck happened? So, first time I watched game tape of him, really liked him. Second time, really didn't like him. They need edge. I didn't see a better edge player to give them there that was available. There was no Carter Coughlin out of Minnesota, Derek Zutska. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. He's a Max Crosby-like kind of guy out of North Dakota State. But anyway, I think those guys were gone. I like them a little better than Alton Robinson. So, what am I trying to say? Basically, I felt like edge there. It's worth a shot. It's worth a dart throw. So I took him there. Wow, short and sweet. Didn't accomplish that at all. Not even fucking close. 16 minutes. Okay. Well, thank you very much for listening to all my rambling and tangents, and I have to think of a synonym for the word tangent, and single free high safety. I don't know how else to describe that role or that position. I mean, the Earl Thomas role? I guess that's the synonym I'll use. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. Hope you had a great day. I think this would be a really excellent draft if they came away with, if the Cardinals came away with something similar to this. Okay, thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye.